Number 23 is one of those that you could probably just make a guess and keep on going. But for those of you who want to know, I'll work it. The equation y equals 2x minus 6 minus 80 models the elevation of a hiking trail in Death Valley. In this model, x is the distance in miles from a certain starting point, and y is the elevation in feet of the trail compared to sea level. For what value or values, that's important. It could be a single value or it could be more than one. For what value or values of x is the trail 84 feet below sea level? So this below sea level is telling me that we're dealing with a negative elevation. Sea level is considered 0. This is below sea level. So let's plug in what we know. Actually, let's write the formula first. At least they didn't make us come up with this thing. They just told us what it is. And they said that x is the distance in miles from a certain starting point. We don't know that, so we're going to leave x alone. Just write the x's down. But we do know that y is elevation and that it's 84 below sea level. So you can plug in your value for y, but the x's we don't know. So I have a quadratic equation, but it is not equal to 0. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to take this 84 over to this side so that I can make this equation equaling 0. So we have 2x squared minus 6x. Now we have a plus 4. And now things are starting to look better for me. I want to first get 0 on one side of the equation. And to do that, I just have to move my 84. The next thing I'm going to do is factor out the 2. So let me change colors. And I'm going to pull this 2 out and make me some parentheses. So that leaves an x squared, a minus 3x, and a plus 2 when I factor out the 2. And then on the other side, we still have our 0. We need to always have 0 for this to work. Then you can factor this trinomial. So we know that we're going to get 2 binomials, and we know that we're trying to make a negative 3. There's only one way to get a 3 with multiplication, and that is 1 times 3. What am I doing? It's not the negative 3 we want, it's the positive 2 we want. Sorry. That's going to be 1 times 2. And we want to get negative 3 in the middle, so we need both of these to be negatives. Negative 1 times negative 2 multiplied is a positive 2. That's what we want. But if you add those two terms, you will get a negative 3x. So we're going to say x minus 1 and x minus 2 as our 2 binomials. But to solve this thing, we have to set those equal to 0. It's called finding the zeros of the function or the equation. And we end up with x is 1. And then the other 0 would be to add 2 to both sides. So x is 2. So the answer here is C, as in Charlie. We want x is 1 and x is 2. Both of those values would make the equation true. So it does indeed have more than one value, and it's C as in Charlie. Again, you could guess on this one. It's one of those that may take you longer than it's worth.